Why are you attracting men that don't know how to lead? Men that don't lead created the emotional distance of that caregiver that I had that was inconsistent. So my nervous system just really thought that anxiety was attraction. It felt familiar. Home was chaos. Home was chaotic. And
You think doesn't it's like you're falling for chemistry like it was what you put in your post. You're falling for chemistry like it was a spiritual state instead of looking at it for what it is, a trauma response.
yeah, so he's just reflecting how I'm showing up for me. So if he's not being a particular way, he is just reflecting how I am treating myself. So that's the easiest way for me to always see where I am in my relationship is how's he showing up for me. So what that means is if my identity is I am that strong, badass, independent, I don't need anything, I am going to attract men who believe I don't. You hide the ball, and if the guy gets it right, then you move the goalpost and nobody wins. Like you don't set anything up to win. As long as you hold every man in contempt, you will never have a good relationship, period. The
Ooh,
wounded inner child is the one that's
wounded.
picking these men. Because imagine if your 8-year-old wounded self was running your fucking life. So prioritizing myself is not selfish because that's self-respect, right? Or like, right, it's completely different. I'm choosing me, then my standards rise, my relationships will shift. I know we talk about like the chaos feeling familiar, but this is the reality is calmness feels unsafe to them because when you grow up around the inconsistency and the instability and the distance, like your nervous system, that is why your nervous system mistakes anxiety for attraction. Because a man who can't lead feels like the familiar home that you grew up in. Not because he's good for you, but because he's emotionally available. And my nervous system's like, what the fuck is this? I've never experienced before. And attraction isn't chemistry. It's like trauma. And it's my trauma choosing what feels familiar, that I had to work for attention and work for validation, work for the presence. And so boring feels wrong because it feels too fucking easy. I'm choosing the intensity over the intimacy. Consistency is not boring. A man who shows up is not boring. He's just not poking at me, at my unhealed parts. Like I was like, oh, I want leadership. I want consistency. I want safety. And then the boring guy becomes sexy as fuck because he actually shows.
Quote that got me, right? Believe his behaviors, not his promises. Men will say a lot, but their actions will snitch.
If you're a man in leadership, your words mean nothing if your actions don't match. That's the truth. A real leader doesn't just talk, but leadership is not in the language at all. It's actually in his lifestyle. So when his actions don't match, they totally expose him, like long before his words ever do. So,
I mean, ultimately,
Thanks for watching. Be sure to catch the whole show because this one was a real doozy. And always hit that subscribe button or notification bell.